everybody. Welcome to the lifeboat. To sanity, but the world is insane. So I have a little question for you today. What the hell's going on in Gaza? Is it real? Is it what we're being told? So all I'm doing is going to ask you to think. I'm just giving you my little pointers that tells me there's something wrong. But it's not my decision for you. I'm hoping that people will think, because I've gotten to the point where I almost believe that everything that they tell us is a psyop. Here, I'll give you my points as to why. Okay. When all of the media screams about, look at that over there, look at that over there, I won't look there. I'll look the other way, because the last 3 or 4 years have taught me that basically everything out of mainstream media is a lie. Everything. I hope you've come to that conclusion too. What to do about them, I don't know, but I've got to do something about them. But that's for later. Anyway, the last 3 or 4 years should have taught you that everything that they say is a lie. Done for a reason. So the media says that Israel and their proxy, the U.S., caught totally by surprise. Really? So that is obviously wrong, because all of the media says that. At least this is how I see it. Okay? So if that is wrong, that's wrong, that they were not caught by surprise, that means they were probably involved in it. This is how I get from point A to point B on this thinking. Gaza is the most heavily fortified border in the world. A cockroach can't crawl into that friggin' fence without the Israeli Defense Forces knowing about it. A bird flying by the fence has guns pointed at it. A man walking within 100 feet of it is shot dead. And they're picked off from there all of the time. All your little kids playing ball. Indiscriminate killing. You go anywhere near it, you're dead. Dead. So anyway, we're to believe that the wall was breached by paragliders. When they have air defense that can take down a F-16 at full thrust. Paragliders, really? Wow, just flew all the way across the country damn near. Everybody taking videos of them. All border guards are moved away that day. Almost all of them. Moved to the West Bank, apparently. Really? Just coincidence. What a coincidence. Okay. Strange, I would say. And a peace rally with a bunch of international people there. Moved to the location of the breach 2 days prior. Coincidence. I don't like coincidences. That's just the tip of the iceberg of coincidences. There's like a crap ton of coincidences, but do your own homework and look it up. I have. Anyway, sadly though, the world is now cheering for the absolute destruction of the Palestinians. You see Hamas, but it's the Palestinians that's going to get killed. In Little East area, there's 2 million people, 50% of which are 17 years old and younger. And now bloodlust wants it all. I don't know. I smell a rat and it stinks to high heavens. I smell a rat. So don't take this as me condoning Hamas violence. I don't. There's a shady beginning to Hamas that you should look into as well. That might open your eyes quite a bit, but I'll leave that up to you to look into. I mean, I'm not going to tell you. You got to do your own homework too. But that in itself is not what we seem. So look that way at least. So anyway, I don't condone the violence. I don't. But if somebody walked up to you on the street and slapped you in the face or something like this, would you have the rights to disembowel them and shoot them 35 times in the head, say? Well, that's what is happening now. Something along that scale. And, to respond with the kind of power, turning off the power, water, and all food to Gaza, 2 million people, well, it's a war crime. And then you bomb the shit out of them. You tell them to evacuate, and then they get on a convoy and they leave, and then you bomb the evacuating convoy. Bibi Netanyahu is a war criminal. He's an absolute war criminal for doing this. I mean, you might think he's justified, but he is a war criminal when you do those actions against civilians. So, I don't know. It's a genocide and a war crime, and the world cheers. This is where we've come. This is the madness we're in. And then you look like, people think, there's people coming to save us. Trump, Polyev, or shit. Trump's calling for the absolute annihilation of the Hamas. So read between the lines, that's the genocide of the Palestinians. That's the code word for the Palestinians, okay? Justin Trudeau gets up, says something similar, and then sadly, Pierre Polyev stands up and calls for the absolute destruction of them. If you think he's a good guy, we got some thinking to do. Because Pierre is a very intelligent man. Hell of a lot more intelligent than me. And really, really good, information. I know he's got good information. So if he has the information, even a little bit of information that I can quickly find, and he says something like that, he's not a good man inside. He's not. He also, on Ukraine Day or whatever it was in Canada, Justin Trudeau got up and made his speech, standing with Ukraine as long as it takes, blah, blah, blah. Later in the day, Pierre Polyev with his Ukrainian flag on, standing with Ukraine as long as it takes, Slavy Ukraini. Now a lot of people think, oh, Slavy Ukraini, long live Ukraine. Oh, okay, well, yeah, great. Little backstory on Slavy Ukraini. That is the battle cry of the Banderites, which were the Ukrainian Nazis that killed about 800,000 people. And you think it's good to go and say Slavy Ukraini. I don't know, the world's gone mad. The world's absolutely gone mad. And then, so if Justin Trudeau gets up and the opposition gets up and says the same thing, how many parties are we getting ruled by? I think it's one. Now the question is, what do we do about it?